What is up and welcome back. If you're new, the little pause in the beginning, it's just to create the thumbnail. I know all the time, half the time, it picks me in a weird face, but I try. And like a little lipstick on the teeth to begin with, so let's get started. As you guys know, Amy and Tammy Slaton, if you don't know, first started on YouTube. That is kind of how they, got their audience, became popular, and kind of the quirky, funny, they just did a little bit of everything. They would do different challenges, and, they just always had something going on. That is, Amy and Tammy, how they Amy and Tammy Slaton are two sisters. Again, they were on YouTube, and now they had a show. This is the second season, and here we go. Spoiler alert. It is official. There is going to be a season 3, TLC has said. They said that mainly, sometimes it takes them, sorry if you see the tripod move, my dog's right behind it, Sugar Bear, but, usually it takes them a while to decide, but I guess the show had amazing, amazing views, so it was doing really good, and Amy just had, one of the Slaton sisters, Amy, just had a baby boy named Gage. Congratulations to Amy. So, this video, as you can tell by the title, is about the second sister, Tammy Slaton, and yeah. Guys, there is so much going on, but this is just one thing that I can debunk that I've did my research, and that's what I like to do. You see my little notebook here, and I like to try and research around before I get on here. Hey, I've made mistakes in the before. I'm only human, but I try to really research and catch the facts before I get on here and try to spit what's going on, you guys. So, without further ado, let's just get into a couple things, and then we'll jump right into the clip, and it's out of the words Tammy herself of what's going on with the alleged slapping of the nurse in a facility. We're going to hear it straight from Tammy. What better source than the actual source? A couple things that I want to say that I've seen. I was doing my research. Now that the Slaton sisters have picked up momentum with the TV show and stuff, there is so many different things, you guys. Sorry, my battery is going dead. That's what took a little pause there. But there's so many different things going on with fake stories. There's so many channels that's trying to headline things to bring traction. Do what you got to do out here. But please don't clickbait, and please don't come up with some off-the-wall things that... there's a lot going on that I've seen about Jerry. Yes, Jerry that Tammy is dating or was dating. I'm not quite for sure if they're still together. Jerry was moved in. That is real. That was brought out. A bunch of strange things about Jerry that I don't really I'm not even going to get into them, because unless that I know it's true, I don't get on here and spew other made-up stories. There's a lot going on with Tammy right now that's also fake, but this is one thing that I did want to research. So let's go ahead, and now again, like I said, that the show is picking up momentum, and they're gaining TV, fame. There's so many different things coming out. So let's just hear from Tammy herself what she has to say about the alleged nurse slapping and get right into it. I do want to say that there's some really bogus things going on right now, guys. So just a heads up. I know not everybody's a fan of the Slaton sisters, and I'm also not getting on here saying that they haven't had controversy with, issues with their dog, different things about leaving it in the car. You guys know how I am about animals. Don't ever leave your pet in the hot car, even when the weather's starting to change. Speaking of dogs, sorry, she's getting a little rowdy, but they've had the, where some people say it was a scam, some people say it wasn't, where Amy thought Tammy was going to die and was collecting money for funeral things. Yes, Jerry is married. That is one thing that I do want to put out there. That's not one of the rumors, though. It has been confirmed that Jerry is married. So that's not one of the things that I was talking about with Jerry. And until I know anything and I can really spit to you guys, I'm not going to discuss that. So, look at this little loving creature down here. And I just got my comfy pants on because I have been quite on a roll. Had a lot to catch up with. I was going yesterday, so we've did some hauls, we've did some reacts, and we're going to do, I keep saying this, but I really wanted to get this out there. We're going to get into the Foodie Beauty, the carbs are good thing, and we're heading that next. But let's get in right now. Sorry, my dog just was on the tablet. But if you're new to my channel, I'm using this tablet to show you. It's a quick 15-second clip. It is from Instagram, I do believe, and I'm a low-tech girl in a high-tech world. So just a heads up, quick little 15-second clip. So bear with me here if you're new. Alrighty, let's get right into it. And here, Sugar Bear, I love you, but you gotta move for a second, love. And let's get right into what Tammy has to say. And welcome to the Bat Cave if you're new. I do a little bit of everything over here. Reacts, news, tease, haul, everything in between, hence the word Kaya Simon's Life. Let's do this. Sorry.
Seriously, y'all need to stop believing everything you hear and see online. I would never in 1,000 years hit or kick or bite or throw something at a nurse.
So yeah, so you heard it here. Tammy herself said that the alleged slapping of the nurse, what the story was going around was that Tammy was in some kind of facility. I don't know if it was supposed to be a rehabilitation, a nursing home situation type deal, as Amber would say. I don't know if it was supposed to be a hospital, but you heard it first here from Tammy that this is fake. This is all BS. Did I know what to think at first? I'm not gonna know. I didn't know what to think, shall I say at first. Tammy is a little hot-headed, and I do know that. So I was like, let me dig around before I go, you know, talking and seeing, you know, but let me do my research and again, like I said, you heard it here from Tammy, you know, I really try to get on here, research things, you know, you see my little notebook and stuff. Now, have I made some mistakes? Yes. When I do find out, if somebody brings them to my attention, or if I find out before that, I do try to give you guys a heads up if anything happens. But you see here, it is directly from Tammy herself. That is Tammy Slaton if you're new, so that nip that right in the butt, guys. So let me know what you think. I figured that with them having, they had a decent amount of YouTubers. I'm not quite for sure how many, but I know it was in a couple thousand. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was like, don't quote me, but I know I'm pretty sure it was over 50,000 before the show started. So again, I figured it would gain some momentum just because their audience, just because if you're new to my channel, we cover a community called the weight loss, the weight gains community, and they kind of dibbled and dabbled in that with some of the characters that, you know, we talk about, and they were kind of in the same genre of just kind of in, you know, some of the people that we discussed in the community. So that's kind of why I knew when the show started that people would definitely, at least in the YouTube community, be into the show. So that is why I think and other people, and, you know, people tuned into it, excuse me. And I also think that with their quirky personalities, they're very country. They don't put it out here as they're something that they're not. They're the type of people that if they need to, you know, fart or burp or whatever the case may be, they let her rip tater chip, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry, I know that sounded kind of cringe, but I thought, hey, it went with them. But, Amy has a husband named Michael, very nice guy. He's always got Amy and Tammy's back. He is Amy's husband, but he does a lot for Tammy, pushes her wheelchair and stuff. And that is why I think that I had a weird, like, feeling about Jerry to me. They were at a Halloween store. There was a episode, and they were trying to get Tammy in the building. And then there was another episode where they went on a haunted hayride in this past season. I'm pretty sure it was season 2, if I'm not mistaken. That, they were trying to push her up on this ramp, you know, to get on the trailer for the hayride. And Jerry just stood there in the back in the cut with the women. And I thought, you know, if this is somebody you're dating, why would you not make, you know, hey, can I at least help? It was very weird, too, that he stood back there. Sorry, these lights, every time my leg is on the cord. But he stood back there while one of the workers, even of the hayride, ended up helping getting Tammy on the back of this trailer. So that was another thing to me. And then he made comments, Jerry, where do you see yourself with Tammy? And he's like, I don't really know, which I get, but just the way he said it to me. So I personally, Jerry's married, but hey, it does take two to tango. So, it's not all Jerry. Let me just say that. It takes two to tango. But it was very weird to me that Jerry, on two occasions, I don't keep repeating myself, but he just stood in the cut, what I mean by the cut, the background, and just watched everybody else. If that was my partner, no matter what was going on, hey, do you guys need help? I'm going to be up there pushing the wheelchair and trying to get her in there myself. Or, hey, while we're at home, push you up and down the driveway to try and get stamina. Tammy doesn't work. What else do you guys got to do? There also was clips about Jerry. Again, it takes one person to ask for something, but the other party, Tammy doesn't drive, but Jerry does. And there was a clip where I think it was her brother or somebody said, brother or sister, they have another sister. Where did you get this giant, I think it was a 40-ounce milkshake. It was a big milkshake. Where did you get this milkshake? A, you don't drive. And I'm pretty sure she said that Jerry brought it to her. There was also an episode where Jerry's rustling around, in his jacket. And the camera crew says, hey, what are you doing? What? Can you keep that down? What's that noise? And he whips out this big giant, I think it was a Dollar General bag. He whips out this big bag of candy. And Amy says, hey, man, you can't have that around. Excuse me, we're on a weight loss journey. What are you doing, man? So I myself, my opinion of Jerry is just like, even though, you just met Tammy, you may not be in love, but you're still hanging out. You're still there. You're still dating. Jerry was living there from what we gathered. Why would you not put the candy in the car? If you need to go outside, eat a candy bar right quick. Hey, babe, I'm going to walk outside right quick, or I'm going to go for a walk. That is what you do. You make sacrifices for someone you love. And with someone with an addiction, that is like somebody having a beer. Yes, it's just food, but that is Tammy's vice. That is her addiction. I am a recovering drug addict. And that would be like somebody saying, hey, it wasn't weed. Let's just put it out there. That would be somebody, saying, hey, I have these drugs. I'm going to do them in front of you, or sitting there doing drugs, or a alcoholic, being in front of somebody drinking a beer. Whatever somebody's vice is that you love, you just really don't want to put that in front of them. And that's kind of where my thing is with Jerry. It's like, what are you doing here? Are you really digging Tammy, or is it just now this camera is around? What's your MO, buddy? What's your motive? So let me know what you guys think about the whole slapping thing and the season 3 coming up. Have you watched the 1,000-Pound Sisters? I have, but I think I'm like an episode behind if I'm not mistaken. I'm not for sure if I am or not, but I think I missed the last one. I don't know if I'm behind, to be honest with you. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kaya. It's Simon, not Simmons, not related to Richard. So if you like what I'm throwing out here, we do a little bit of everything over here. Dog stuff, holes, makeup, food, in between, reacts, teen news, drama, and sprinkled in between. So shoot me a thumbs up if you're digging what you like. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Have a great day, great night, and Kaya is out.